Why did ancient civilizations build temples aligned with the stars? Why do pyramids, cathedrals, and stone circles all echo the same cosmic patterns? Across cultures, sacred architecture was not only shelter for worship, but a mirror of the heavens. To build a temple was to recreate the cosmos in stone, to anchor eternity into the earth. From the deserts of Egypt to the jungles of Mesoamerica, from Stonehenge to the cathedrals of Europe, humanity shaped monuments as bridges between earth and sky. Sacred architecture became the language of myth written in stone, aligning human life with celestial rhythms. These structures endure because they were built not only for people but for gods, stars, and eternity itself. In Egypt, the pyramids rose as cosmic mountains. The Great Pyramid of Giza is aligned with astonishing precision to the cardinal points, and its shafts point to Orion's belt and the star Sirius. These were not accidents, but reflections of myth. Osiris was Orion, Isis was Sirius, and their union in the sky marked resurrection. To enter the pyramid was to enter a cosmic tomb, a stairway for the soul into the stars. The Temple of Karnak, one of the largest in the world, was aligned with the midwinter solstice. Each year, sunlight pierced the temple's inner sanctum, illuminating the statue of Amun-Ra. Architecture and astronomy merged into ritual. To step inside was to step into the sun's eternal cycle, to witness divinity in the language of light. In Mesopotamia, the ziggurat was built as a cosmic mountain. These stepped towers, like the ziggurat of Ur, rose tier upon tier toward the heavens. Each level symbolized a different realm linking earth to sky. At the summit, priests offered sacrifices to the gods, believing the ziggurat was a bridge for divine descent. The Tower of Babel, remembered in Scripture, was one such cosmic mountain, humanity's attempt to climb into heaven. In Europe, Stonehenge was more than a circle of stones. Its great sarsens aligned with the solstices, marking the rising and setting of the sun. At midsummer, the sun rose perfectly above the heel stone, while at midwinter it set between the central stones. This alignment turned Stonehenge into a cosmic calendar, measuring the cycles of life, death, and rebirth. It was temple, observatory, and ritual theater in one. In the Americas, the Maya built pyramids that embodied celestial cycles. At Chichen Itza, the Pyramid of Kukulkan is aligned so that on the equinox, shadows form a serpent descending the steps, the god Kukulkan himself. Each of its 4 stairways has 91 steps, totaling 365 with the platform above, mirroring the days of the year. The pyramid was not only stone but time itself, a calendar in sacred form. The Aztecs continued this tradition at the Templo Mayor, dedicated to Huitzilopochtli, god of the sun, and Tlaloc, god of rain. Its dual stairways mirrored dual forces of cosmos, light and water, life and death. Sacrifice atop the temple was not cruelty alone but participation in cosmic renewal, feeding sun and earth to sustain the cycle of time. In India, Vedic temples embodied sacred geometry. Their ground plans followed the Vastu Purusha mandala, a cosmic grid representing the universe. Each temple was a miniature cosmos, with the central shrine as the axis mundi, the world center. Ratios and measures reflected harmony of the cosmos, turning worship into alignment with universal law. The Kailasa temple at Ellora, carved from a single rock, the mirrored Mount Meru, the cosmic mountain of Hindu and Buddhist cosmology. To enter was to ascend spiritually into the heart of the universe. Architecture was not stone, but cosmos carved into earth. In China, the Temple of Heaven in Beijing symbolized harmony between heaven and earth. Its circular form reflected heaven. Its square base reflected earth, echoing ancient cosmology. Emperors performed rituals here to ensure cosmic balance, believing their authority depended on alignment with the heavens. The temple was not only politics but cosmology, securing the mandate of heaven. In Islam, sacred geometry filled mosques with infinite patterns. The Dome of the Rock in Jerusalem glows like a jewel, its octagonal plan mirroring cosmic order. In Alhambra's palaces, endless geometric mosaics reflect the infinite nature of God. To pray in such a space was to experience divine unity expressed in form, number, and light. In Christianity, Cathedrals rose as stone Bibles, teaching theology through form. Chartres Cathedral aligned with solstices and filled its rose windows with cosmic geometry. Its cruciform shape mirrored the cross. Its spires reached toward heaven. Stained glass transformed sunlight into sacred light, echoing the eternal struggle of darkness and illumination. Cathedrals were not only buildings but cosmic dramas written in stone and light. The use of sacred geometry extended even into secret traditions. Freemasons and esoteric schools saw architecture as hidden language of the cosmos. The square and compass were symbols of divine creation, echoing the belief that God was the great architect. Temples, lodges, and altars were designed as microcosms of the universe, reflecting eternal truths. Why did all these cultures build such monuments? Because architecture was theology in stone. To align a temple with the solstice or a pyramid with Orion was to bind human life to cosmic order. Sacred architecture was the meeting point of heaven and earth, time and eternity, matter and spirit. Even today we feel awe in such spaces. Standing in a cathedral gazing at the pyramids or watching the sun rise at Stonehenge, we sense the ancient truth. Architecture can speak. It tells us of cycles, stars, gods, and eternity. It reminds us that we are not separate from the cosmos but part of its rhythm. This is the story of sacred architecture, temples, pyramids, and monuments built not only for humanity but for the heavens. They endure because they were aligned with eternity, mirrors of the cosmos written in stone.